This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, one person was killed and another had to be rescued from a fire in Madawaska.
Just after 12:30 a.m., Madawaska police and firefighters were called to 126 Fifth Avenue, where two people were trapped inside a burning home. A spokesperson for the Maine Department of Public Safety says two police officers who were first on the scene were able to get inside and rescue 70-year-old Diana Levesque. She was taken to a local hospital and then transported by life flight to a hospital in southern Maine. Her brother, 62-year-old Gary Levesque, was also trapped inside the home but could not be rescued. A body was found and taken to the medical examiner's office, and an investigation is underway. There is no indication of foul play. The two police officers sustained minor injuries while rescuing Ms. Levesque. They were treated at a local hospital and released.
The town of Plymouth is dealing with a PFAS issue within the town water. According to the town's Facebook page, a test for PFAS found 23.8 parts per trillion in the water supply. The state of Maine has set a safe water standard of 20 parts per trillion or less. The Plymouth Water District says they're designing a filtration system for installation as soon as possible. The fire department has bottled water available to residents who use town water. For those seeking further details, there is a contact posted on the town's Facebook page for someone from the Department of Environmental Protection.
FEMA disaster survivor assistance teams are going door to door to help people impacted by the severe December storm and flooding. The teams are in Androscoggin, Franklin, Kennebec, and Oxford counties, as well as Somerset County. It is important to note that DSA staff will wear a FEMA identification badge with a picture. Just wearing a FEMA shirt, vest, or jacket is not proof of identity. Residents are urged to ask for identification before providing any personal information. DSA team members are visiting homes, schools, nonprofits, and community gathering spots. They're also meeting with local officials and community leaders to identify disaster-related issues and unmet needs in the area. FEMA says their staff will never ask for money, by the way, so beware if someone does.
Last night, we told you police had identified 3 male suspects sought for recent thefts at Walmarts across 6 East Coast states, including right here in Maine. According to the Lincoln Police Department, it's all thanks to the investigative work of one of their officers. Our David Ledford sat down with her to learn more.
I kind of put all the pieces together.
On February 10th, 3 male subjects allegedly walked out of a Walmart in Lincoln with nearly $2,000 in merchandise. And police say they had no real leads at the time.
It was a dead end. We had a case with no information.
But all of that changed when Officer Ashley Winslow began to investigate. She says she found that the vehicle involved in the escape was rented using a fake name, driver's license, and date of birth. From there, she started to connect the dots.
Hi, this is Officer Winslow from the Lincoln Police Department.
But she says the biggest break in the case came when she learned the suspects had been arrested in Iowa.
I had received an anonymous tip from a retired cop. We got a screenshot of the 3 male subjects in Davenport, Iowa. I was on Google, then started printing out pictures.
Winslow says the crimes are part of a larger string of thefts along the East Coast, allegedly involving the 3 suspects. But she is the first to positively identify them as Jesse Evans III, Danny Gibson Jr., and Marquand Harrelson, all from Michigan.
These were the pictures provided by the Walmart here in Lincoln. They were wearing the same jacket, sweatshirt, vest, hood up, and the way that they wore their mask was the same.
The 3 men are being held in the Scott County Jail in Iowa, but Lincoln police have prepared a warrant request to try to extradite them back to Maine.
I feel a job well done. And it's more one of the bigger cases like this for an agency the size of ours.
In Lincoln, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, Maine's motto is Dirigo, which means I lead, and Maine is once again living up to its motto by becoming the first state in the nation to have an approved digital equity plan. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard spoke with the Maine Connectivity Authority to learn more about what this means for Mainers.
All of these types of resources are online every day, and Maine people need to be able to access those.
Maggie Drummond-Ball is the Partnerships Director for the Maine Connectivity Authority. She's talking about the Maine Digital Equity Plan, which became the first in the nation to be approved by the National Telecommunications and Information Administration. The plan creates an outline for how to ensure that every Mainer has access to a high-speed, affordable internet connection.
Our plan goes beyond figuring out how to make sure that everybody has an internet connection at home, and also outlines the other things that we can do to ensure that people can take advantage of that connection.
The plan also includes details about improving access to affordable devices, internet safety, and internet skills classes for older Mainers. Drummond-Ball adds that the approval from the NTIA opens up around $272 million in federal funding to help build out infrastructure to the roughly 6,000 Mainers that don't have access to fast, reliable connections.
It's very likely, in fact, it's required by the federal government throughout this process.
Drummond-Ball says lessons learned from the pandemic helped to improve the push for digital equity in the state.
And the reason that's so important is that it's the place where we're able to connect to our education. It's the place where we do our work, where we interview for jobs. It's our online banking system. It's all of the resources that we use in our daily lives that are happening online. And we have to have equitable access to that resource in order for us to be successful and prosperous and really thrive in our daily lives.
To read the full digital equity plan, you can visit our website. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine First Project is sponsoring a public forum tonight for parents and students following controversy over a transgender girl using the women's restroom. Maine First Project is a conservative nonprofit founded by Larry Lockman during his second term in the Maine legislature. Lockman says some students at Brewer High School became so upset that they started a petition to prohibit the individual student from using the girls' bathroom. The meeting takes place tonight at 7 o'clock at Jeff's Catering.
Well, a Bangor warming shelter is expanding to help the homeless even more after receiving a grant from Penobscot County Commissioners. Our Matthew Juroncic has that story.
A little more than a year ago, Jericho Road Ministries President Mel Coombs opened the Well Warming Center as a way to help the homeless. Now, the shelter is expanding after receiving a $14,000 grant from Penobscot County Commissioners.
We took it up on ourselves to start the expansion, and now this is going to allow us to finish it and get it complete. It's gonna help immensely.
Where I'm standing, as well as behind me over here, is the newly expanded area. Coombs said Jericho Road Ministries had to expand because the amount of people coming into the warming center simply became too much.
We've been averaging anywhere from 45 to 60 people a day. Last year was usually 25 to 45 maybe.
The money allows the warming center to add another table for 18 to 20 individuals, expand its clothing and food area, and add an additional washer and dryer. It also allows the group to finish renovating its resource center and add an activity room.
We're hoping this really becomes a room that they can play games and cards and just kind of a fellowship in.
One person inside the warming center said they appreciate the shelter wanting to open its doors to more people.
I would want to be off the streets if I was living on the streets.
Another is just thankful for the chance to stay warm and have a roof over her head.
That's the only family I have, so I appreciate the Well and the Warming Center, and hopefully they'll fund us more, and hopefully they'll take care of us throughout the winter, and we appreciate them very much.
In Bangor, Matthew Juroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And no doubt warming centers have been very, very busy in the last few weeks. Even with sort of the break during the day, overnights have still been fairly chilly.
They really have, yeah. I mean, it's, winter in Maine, it can only be so mild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
well,
exactly.
Speaking of, today was one of those milder days for us. The sun was out, so that helped things.
It did, but let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what the overnight is looking like.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. And did you bring those brooms out? That's what we had to do. A little bit of moving that snow away. Not too much snow, though. We didn't have to bring out those snow blowers anywhere around, but solid 1 to 3 inches all over the state. Now, we are clearing up. We're just seeing lots of clouds in the region. A couple of flurries are still lingering, especially right by the coast, but nothing to worry about there. Now, winter weather advisories, long gone. We do still have these small craft advisories in effect till around midnight on Saturday Saturday. They're probably going to get extended once again. Temperature-wise, though, near average for today, right? We are finally back near average. Upper 20s earlier today here in town. Rockland, Bar Harbor, and Machias near average as well. Upper 20s to lower 30s. And look at Greenville. Thicker snowpack. That's what you get. Cooler temperatures back in those lower 20s. Now, we're all cooling down all over the United States. That cold air from Canada making its way all the way down south, even by St. Louis into Indianapolis. They saw some snow earlier today. Now, overnight tonight, though, folks, we're going to continue to cool off. Temperatures back in the teens. Beth and Peter?
And I will say, I do take the easy route and just use a broom when you get that little snow where it's like an inch, maybe two, and it's relatively fluffy or at least not super soaked.
That's a good pro tip, because I never thought of that before. I'm going to have to start doing that.
Especially with a deck or stairs, a lot easier than, trying to edge with a shovel.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Taking that note. Coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, folks in Greenville have a new hospital in their neck of the woods. We'll have more from the ribbon cutting ceremony today.
And volunteers for the Hancock County Medical Mission have returned from the Dominican Republic, and our Doug Banks spoke with them.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
Good luck to all the area school teams in the tournament from McCusa Petroleum, Dover Foxcroft. Good luck Nokomis boys basketball team and all the area teams in the tournament from Newport Glass. Best wishes to the Penobscot Valley Howlers teams from Maine Collision Center. For all your collision repair, we help straighten out your life.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Some exciting news for the Greenville community as Northern Light C.A. Dean Hospital held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to officially open a new hospital in the Moosehead Lake region. They say it takes a village, and in this case, it really did. A capital campaign donation of $4 million from Dr. Peter Buck helped to fund the hospital. The plan is to welcome patients into the new main building on February 27th. Crews are still finishing up renovations to other wings of the hospital, and they hope to have those areas open to patients by May. Officials say with this investment in the Moosehead Lake region, the community has the hospital that it needs and deserves.
Definitely some great news there. Well, for over 30 years now, the Hancock County Medical Mission has sent medical professionals and volunteers to disadvantaged communities. Since February 10th, volunteers with the nonprofit have been in the Dominican Republic. Our Doug Banks has their story.
Over 1,700 miles across the Atlantic Ocean, in the town of Jamor al Norte, is a home away from home for the Hancock County Medical Mission. Every morning, Dr. Hendricks and his team walk into their 10-bed, one operating room facility to the chorus of locals waiting outside.
The woman who works for MMI leads them and a song and a welcome and a prayer, and we jump into the day.
Together with Canada-based Medical Ministry International, surgeons perform operations ranging from hernias to hysterectomies. Then the patients recover. They also take time to comfort loved ones who are waiting.
We are seeing before the process and then after their surgery, and we recover them and, situate them for home.
They're able to do this work with support from local organizations and donated medical supplies from area hospitals. Students across Hancock County also make the trip, including one from Ellsworth High School.
I'm really proud of my student. They've been doing the Hancock County Medical Mission for a long time, and the student has worked really hard to get there, and I'm really proud of him.
The team said making connections and giving medical care to those in need is what brings them back every year. And it's those moments they'll miss the most when they leave on the 24th.
Missing people from the trip, the Dominican team, we've known for a lot of years too.
Something that's been said, and I believe is true, that all growth comes outside of your comfort level. And sometimes this is uncomfortable. And that's good, because you realize that you can be challenged to do something that's uncomfortable, and it's going to be okay.
If you or someone you know would like to donate to the Hancock County Medical Mission, those links will be available on our website, foxbangor.com. On Mount Desert Island, I'm Doug Beggs for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Just some beautiful work being done there, and beautiful images too. I mean, we were just both smiling from ear to ear looking at those wonderful pictures and seeing the joy and fellowship that's happening there, with them providing that kind of care to those people.
Yeah, you can tell some great connections being made.
Absolutely.
Still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the town of Madison can expect an influx of about 100 jobs in the near future. We'll tell you why.
And in sports, we will be live from the Cross Insurance Center and Augusta Civic Center as Tourney 2024 officially tips off. That one coming right up.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota Equipment, the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, with professional-grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right, all backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
The Furniture Gallery's President's Day celebration is on. Your choice of 3 colors, this Ashley recliner, just $2.99. Host dinners in style with a new 5-piece dining set, only $3.99. Get comfortable with a new sofa starting at $4.49. Or upgrade to a spacious sofa chaise for just $5.99. All full-price Ashley bedroom furniture, still 10% off. And save up to 70% off clearance items. Hurry in while it lasts and save big. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
Put a little more cash in your bag. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome in to Fast Break Tournament Edition, brought to you by Dorsey Furniture and Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer. Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. I am live here at the Cross Insurance Center. It is halftime in our second game of Tourney 2024, first day of the MPA High School Basketball Tournament. Old Town winning the first game 58-34 over Herman. They went on a 12-0 run in the second quarter, only allowed 6 points in the second quarter to come out with that win. Right now at halftime, MDI is up 27-17 over 2-seed Marana Cook. 10 points from Jamison Weir so far in this game. That's the update we have from the Cross Insurance Center. Let's toss it down to the Augusta Civic Center, where our Ryan Sudol is standing by. Ryan?
Hey, Tyler, thank you so much. Yes, here at the Augusta Civic Center for another year of the tournament. So excited to be here. One game already wrapping up here in the A Girls North quarterfinals. The 3-seed Coney defeating the 6-seed Brewer 48-37. And what was the game I was most excited to see here today? Brewer started out the game on an 11-0 run, making through on what I thought was going to be an upset special. However, Coney caught fire offensively down the stretch, getting the win. Abby Morrill leading the way with 19 points. They'll face the winner in the semis of this game going on right now. Number 2 Hamden Academy against number 7 Gardner. That game will be followed by number 4 Camden Hills against number 5 Skowhegan, and the nightcap will be the favorites, number 1 seeded Lawrence against number 8 Mount Blue. We will have all of the highlights and coverage you can think of from here and Bangor later on tonight, right here on ABC 7 and Fox 22. Tyler, back to you.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Yeah, this game just about to get underway in the third quarter. Marana Cook looking to avoid being the second 2-seed in a row in B-Boys North to be upset in the first round. Last year, it was Presque Isle pulling off that upset over Winslow. We'll have all these highlights from the Class B boys and girls quarterfinals, just the first 2 games of the quarterfinal rounds in Class B, all tonight on 10 on Fast Break and at 11 on Fast Break Extended. For now, here is your full 5-day forecast.
Happy Friday, and thank you so much, Tyler. Our main weather is brought to you by Varney Ford. Varney Ford in Newport gives one full year maintenance on every new and used vehicle they sell. Come visit them and see their huge selection of cars and trucks. The nice car and truck people. And our storm is finally offshore. Take a look at this. Still counterclockwise rotation, but it is offshore, and things are clearing up. Finally, right? We do still have a little bit of lake effect snow, especially into upstate New York. We are getting some bands moving in. Still light to moderate snow. In our region, though, not bad. Cloudy skies here and there. Overall, though, we're going to continue to see decreasing clouds. Few flurries still lingering in the area, but for the most part, the accumulations are done for our region. We're not quite done with the snow just yet. We're going to continue to see some lingering flurries into Saturday, possibly into Sunday as well. But in general, though, maybe a trace of additional snowfall. That's what we're looking at. Nothing to even bring your shovels out or those boots as well. So like I said, future snowfall, not much. A trace to maybe close to half an inch, especially the more north you go, north of Millinocket, north of Greenville. That's going to be that little sweet spot for around half an inch to possibly slightly a little bit more. Winds, though, take a look at this. Wow, it is windy outside. 21 mile per hour winds in town. Coast, not bad. Machias is at 11, Bar Harbor is at 9, but take a look at Greenville and then up into Millinocket area, 16 mile an hour sustained winds with wind gusts, of course, closer to 25 to 30. We're going to go pretty calm tonight with those cold temperatures in the area, and then once again, more gusty winds by early Sunday morning. So late Saturday night into Sunday morning, a little bit more of a breeze. If you got church going on Sunday morning, it will be a little bit breezy to start out the day. Now, temperature-wise, though, we're going to be near average, right through the next several days. And surprise, surprise, warmer temperatures are back. Middle to end of next week, we're talking upper 30s, possibly even some 40s making a comeback. We're all going to stay warm. We're looking at well above average temperatures, that warm air rolling up from the south. And even in the northeast, we're looking at slightly warmer temperatures. Here in Maine, closer to average to slightly above average temperatures the next couple of weeks. For tonight, though, temperatures around 15 degrees, decreasing clouds, but pay attention to that wind. See that northwest wind gusting to around 20, 25 miles an hour? Well, it's going to feel a lot colder than that, and then the winds are going to start to go calm really late overnight. For tomorrow, though, 31 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries possible, but the winds will be pretty light. Our extended forecast outlook does show near average temperatures the next several days, and then 30s, mid-30s, look at that, by Wednesday making a return. Overall, though, we're going to stay dry, though, the next several days.
All right, not too bad.
Yeah, some good news there. Thank you, Conrad. And still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Machias Savings Bank is proud to partner with Coastal Women's Health.
We want to be partnered with a company that's in Maine, that understands Maine values, but is committed to staying with Maine businesses and partnering for the future.
In the near future, Coastal Women's will be expanding our space to allow us to take care of more patients in southern Maine, and we're happy to be partnering with Machias to take care of our needs in that expansion.
Machias Savings Bank, the bank of yes.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Welcome back, and finally tonight, wood fiber processing company Timber HP is bringing more than 100 jobs to the town of Madison. The business has set up shop at the site of the former Madison paper mill, which shuttered back in 2016. Timber HP creates eco-friendly insulation products using processed wood fiber, which doesn't contain any fiberglass or other irritants found in most types of insulation. The company is ramping up its operations as it gets ready to launch its full product line.
Up at the top that brings in the wood fiber from a dryer, drops it into a surge bin here with the plexiglass, and it goes into a compression chamber, very loose, and then it gets compressed and then gets shrink wrapped and packaged here.
Town manager Denise Ducharme has lived in Madison for the last 40 years. She says when the paper mill closed down, there was a lot of uncertainty and concern for the town's future. She says that all changed when Timber HP took over the facility.
It was really hard. It was a difficult time for the community. And so it's really exciting in that respect that we have this opportunity to see how Timber HP can fulfill the insulation needs and reduce the carbon emissions and maintain a healthy planet and all the things that they're proposing to do and that they're currently doing.
Timber HP still has dozens of positions to fill as they ramp up operations. To learn more about the company, you can check out this story on our website, foxbangor.com. And I was lucky enough to get a tour of that facility today.
It looks huge.
It is just incredible to see how they've taken the former paper mill and completely converted it into something new and innovative as well.
And it's just great to see sort of life and activity on, at the site of the paper mill, because, when sites like that go dormant, it just can be depressing and kind of a morale killer for the whole community, knowing that a business that once helped sustain them is no longer doing so. To reinvigorate that site is just great news for everyone there.
Yeah, it's incredible. One other really cool thing that I learned is that they're taking wood, what would otherwise be bio waste from other sawmills and other wood facilities, and that's what they're using. So it's all kind of part of this reusing and recycling theme that they have going on there.
All right, well, we definitely love to see the prosperity going on there. All righty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.